Rewind time. I meant story time. Well, it's been a while since I did a type of video like this. Wow. First off, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Josh Casey Studios video. I'm hoping you guys are having a great day, and if not, enjoy the video. But so it's been like since January since I last uploaded a video like this. My gosh, this is crazy. All right. So, for any of my new subscribers who don't know this about me, so I do a series called Storytime, where I tell you guys the funniest things that has ever happened to me over the years. Also, the weirdest things that have ever happened to me over the years. Today, I'm deciding to do a bit of a rewind segment on Storytime, where I talk about a specific year that I went through. Today we're talking about last year, of course, 2022. And I was planning on releasing this video like back in March, but I never got the time to do it once again. Like always. Again, I've been like busy, packed with videos and everything going on like crazy. So, and I never got the time to do this video. So, yeah. Alright. Before we're going ahead and get on into today's video, while you guys are at it, if you guys are new here, do not forget to click that red subscribe button as well as leaving a like. Alrighty. Let's get into the video. So, as always, like any new year, I go crazy. Seriously, I mean, I wasn't that crazy like I was going into 2023, but I was definitely a bit loud. But still, January 1st, 2022, my reactions of 2022 were not great at all. Yeah. But I just went on with it, went on from there. So far, just a normal day as always on the first day of the year. But I do know that I do have a short video of the first day of 2022. 2022, first dinner of the night for the year. Happy New Year, everybody. So, of course, since it was like the first day of 2022, I went ahead and had a delicious homemade half cheese, half pepperoni pizza, which, by the way, came out amazing. But also, another thing I do on the first day of the year is, of course, decorating this whole entire room. Mainly decorating, I should say, decorating the room with a specific color, blue. That's what I did on the first day of 2020. That's what I did on the first day of 2021. That's what I did on the first day of last year. But I didn't do it on the first day of this year. Don't know why, but I was actually really busy. But fast forward in time, January was actually absolutely long. Seriously, I feel like we haven't even been that far into the year yet, and it was so long. But yeah, here we are, almost nearing the end of January. A lot happened in January, but you know, just nothing good happened. But a lot happened, but nothing good. So of course, nearing the end of January and the beginning of February, the playoffs happened for the football playoffs. I should say the NFL playoffs. Of course, you guys know me. I'm a big fan of the Kansas City Chiefs. I got myself updated as always with football. So, if I get this right, it was like the first game they played was Pittsburgh Steelers. Second game they played was the Buffalo Bills. Third game they played was the Cincinnati Bengals, and sadly lost. So, and I was a little mad that they lost against Cincinnati, but I randomly had a gut-wrenching feeling that they were going to come back out of the blue. But you know, it's how it works. But we move on from there. And then, after that game happened, like hours later, I decided, you know what? I want to go back into watching hockey. And people don't know this about me. I love hockey. Seriously. The fights, the goals, the adrenaline, everything on the ice is just insane. And the first game I remember watching was the Edmonton Oilers and the Tampa Bay Lightning. And of course, I'm a huge Bolts fan, of course. But I'm gonna rewind back to Valentine's Day because I remember that TBS had something going on that day. And that was the Chandler and Monica episodes of Friends, when they got together on their love story and everything. Personally, if people don't know this about me, I might as well just say it. I love Friends. It's hilarious. I mainly watch it because of Joey, and me and him can relate. But I didn't even know that they started doing that. I don't know when they started doing that. I think it was last year. I could be wrong. But I enjoyed it and then moved on with my day. And then that's when I got back into hockey. Started watching almost every single game as possible. Tampa was definitely dominant that year that I know of. Not that dominant, but they were pretty good. They beat the first game I saw. It was definitely, like I said, Edmonton versus them. They beat them 5-3, I believe. It was an insane game though, and I enjoyed the living heck out of it. So, nearing the end of the month though, it was okay, but randomly I had a feeling that something good was about to happen. I should say something good was about to happen going on throughout March. And going into March is normally, of course, a good month of mine. I don't know why, but it just is. I mean, ever since 2021 happened, I mean, March has been giving me that luck for somehow. But March was an exciting month, by the way. I'm like barely making sense here, but I really don't know how to put words for March. The only thing I can definitely tell you is that I was definitely celebrating the living heck out of my dad's birthday that day. Because I do know that I have spring break, as always, on my dad's birthday. I don't know. I think something about the spring break and winter break. So spring break, it always lands on my dad's birthday. While on winter break, it always lands on my brother's birthday. And I just find it hilarious. While my birthday is like 5 days after Halloween. Is it 5 days? I don't know. Who knows? But March, as always, apparently gave me a boost of luck, a boost of energy, and everything I needed to get started on. And March randomly, and I know it sounds weird, but March just was that good of a month for me last year. And then that's a lot of thoughts were going on through my mind, and then it's about time I started doing YouTube. Yeah. A lot of thinking going down near the beginning of April. And April, as always, is not the greatest month for me. But nearing April 12th of 2022 is when I filmed for a YouTube video. Which, by the way, is an unaired YouTube video. I don't know if I could be able to edit it or not. It's definitely going to be an archived video. But this was... So do you guys remember that spring hallway video I did? The video is going to be linked below. But that was actually the first ever video I filmed for. But the thing is, my phone was like low on space. I couldn't be able to film the time lapse of it. So I had no choice but to use this thing. My very own tablet. And unfortunately that failed. So I went on from there and then just went on with my day and ignored it. So sadly the video was a bit of a fail, but you know what, the hallway came out amazing, and that's what matters though, in my personal opinion, if you were to ask me. But weeks go by and I don't even plan on filming my next video. Yeah. But we're gonna rewind back to March now. So near the end of March, and I can definitely tell you this, is when I started watching more of K-dramas on Netflix. So if I get this right, so the first one I actually ever saw was that zombie high school drama, All of Us Are Dead. All of Us Are Dead. And I think whenever the trailer came out at the beginning of the year, I was like so darn invested into this show. I was like, I want to watch the show. I want to watch the show. I want to watch the show. So I watched it. Every single episode, I enjoyed the living heck out of it. After that show was done, I watched Squid Game, My Mister, Itaewon Class, which is, by the way, something I'm watching right now, and a lot more other dramas that I was able to watch on Netflix. I became like the biggest K-drama fanboy on ever. Yeah, I'm barely making sense, but yeah. Well, that part of the video is 7 minutes long, but I'm just going to keep continuing. So May, I'm going to be honest with you, there are times when the month of May is going to feel like May, but last year it did not feel like May at all. Seriously. But by the moment it was like nearing the end of the month, oh yeah, great, now it feels like May. Just like that. But of course I had it was like testing season near the end of May for me at least. And I was in like I was in 10th grade. Just doing what I need to do and then finishing up everything I needed to finish up for school that year. And then May 28th happened. That's when I decided, screw it, I'm going to film for a video. So it was originally supposed to be my second video on YouTube, but the thing is that it's not. It's actually my legitimate first video, and the first video and my most viewed video, by the way. And for people who don't know what I'm talking about, Blue Hallway, my first video. If you guys want to go check out the video, in the link below. So I started filming that video on that day. We fast forward into June 2nd. That's when I started filming everything. So I got the lights ready, I got the camera ready, I got the gimbal I was experimenting with ready to go. Of course, I wanted to angle out how this video was going to work. So, of course, I went over to the computer desk that's out in the living room, tried to angle it as much as I can so that way I don't get my brother in on the video. And if I get this right, he did tell me he didn't want to be included. So don't worry, bro, I got you. I was able to work the camera perfectly, angle it out, and it came out absolutely amazing. The Blue Hall was like one of my personal favorite hauls I ever did in 2022. That was a video I really worked hard on. Of course, it's the first video, and I really didn't get much views. It's at like 360, I think now. So only a few views, but that's okay. The video did amazing though. It responded well, but it didn't respond much, but it responded okay. Then ever since then, after I filmed that first video for YouTube, I've just been doing nothing. And that's when July happened. Yeah, now we enter into the second half of the year, and July happens. And I was thinking through my mind, wow, this year is really moving fast. Does 2022 already want to be over or what? But of course, the 4th of July happens. Fireworks are going off like crazy. Of course, I enjoy watching the fireworks on 4th of July. But the thing that was awful is that I had to wait, I think, until my dad got off work. So that way we could be able to do the fireworks. We were able to do them late at night, and they were absolutely amazing. And then, how many times have I said that? But a few days go by. July 10th happened. So it was just a normal day. Or I should say, was it July 10th or July 15th? It was July 15th. July 15th, it was just a normal day, but I started noticing something different about my dad's voice. He did sound okay. He didn't look alright. He did tell me he wasn't feeling alright. But we just moved on with our day. And that's when I found out he tested for the you-know-what. Yeah. I don't want to say that because I don't want to get myself demonetized, but he got himself affected. He tested positive. Of course, he quarantined himself into my parents' room. And then a day later, I got it. Then my brother got it, and then my mom got it. So there goes my 2-year record of not trying to get myself sick. So, and the last time, if I get this right, the last time I was ever sick was January 1st, 2020. Yeah, that's right. I was sick going into 2020. But I'm not going to talk about that. I might talk about that in a future video, but I'm not going to talk about that. So, of course, going through the days of July, I mean, I got it worse. I got I got sick real bad. It was just something I haven't felt in a while, though. I know it's weird to say, but it was like a day off from Earth. I got to relax in bed. I got to at least binge watch more K-dramas. I watched Startup. I watched Backstreet Rookie. I watched... What else did I watch? I watched The Itaewon Class once again. I watched a lot of TV shows, too. My dad was able to watch at least a lot of Marvel shows like Moon Knight. I don't think he did Moon Knight. I think he... No, he did... He did Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I think he did WandaVision, and I know he did Loki. I swear he did. So he was able to binge watch a lot of the Marvel shows that were on Disney Plus. Of course, like near the end of The Sickness, every night for the past few nights of July, I went out to the living room and watched Friends with my mother. After my alarm rudely interrupted me, I went out to the living room every single night because my brother was putting on Friends at night. Of course, since my mom was actually out in the living room sleeping on the air mattress with him, I decided to join. Why not? It was just nice for the few days. And then my dad started feeling better. My brother started feeling better. I was still sick. My mom was still sick, but she was like getting better over time. So yeah, I was still positive with the virus. I was like the last one to be done with stupid sickness, but I was able to fight through it. I got through the days, and boom, I feel better. And that was July. I mean, that's like the best way I could summarize July. And now we enter in August. So for people who do not know this about me, I am not the greatest fan of going into the month of August, but at the same time, I like going into the month of August because I get to start decorating for Halloween. Yeah, I have the colors up in my room, by the way. But I started decorating my room. I started getting a head start, actually, decorating my room for Halloween first thing into the month. And I enjoy Halloween, every single bit of it. It's awesome. Not the biggest fan of horror films, but I love watching some Halloween movies. Mainly the ones that don't scare me, if that's helpful. But also, I was like hardcore at it with YouTube videos going into August. So the first video that I know of I started filming for, and here's a fun fact. The second ever video I filmed for was Halloween Way Part 1. Yeah, I filmed for that video, then filmed for my random vlog. And here's the thing though, I was like listing the names of videos I was trying to plan out for when the channel was being created and everything. It was just a bit of a long process for me to get everything ready to go. But I'm just so happy that I was able to start filming for videos. I filmed for Halloween Way Part 1 first. Nothing much, but I just went with my gut and went with a few colors. I didn't start adding more yet, but I just went on from there. And then I started decorating my room. I think the thing about us Floridians is that we always decorate, or I should say get ready for Halloween at the beginning of August, because that's when Disney starts their Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, which, by the way, I really want to do this year. But of course, I love Halloween, and I also do know that I did decorate my room a bit during Random Vlog. Random Vlog, though, I'm telling you this now, the way you see it to this day, it wasn't as planned as it was compared to my other videos. I didn't know how it was going to look. I didn't know how it was going to be turning out. I was just going through a lot of mixed emotions with this video. But weeks go by. August 22nd, I believe, happened, and that's when I filmed for What I Do on Monday. The next day happened What I Do on Tuesday, which, by the way, I killed a legitimate spider. What I Do on Wednesday, then Thursday, then Friday. But I didn't film for What I Do on Saturday and Sunday because we were venturing out for a new car. Yeah. So I was like busy near the end of August, beginning of September. So I really didn't do much yet until Sunday happened, and I went. So I filmed for What I Do on Sunday. In the middle of September, I actually started getting more Halloween decor for the hallway and more for my room at least. So I didn't know normally people would get ready for Halloween in September, but I just like to go at it early. But also, I go hardcore at it, getting ready for Halloween early into the month. I can even start doing it in the middle of July, or just start decorating. It's how I work. So, going into September, a few days go by. I started working on What I Do on Sunday in the middle of the month. A lot going on, a lot happening, a lot planned. I actually was able to go bowling once again. Had a fun time. That's when September 17th happened. The night my first official video was uploaded. You had no idea how many emotions were going on through my mind. You had no idea what was going on. I wanted to at least edit the video, get it completed, ready to go. I had a lot of mixed emotions once again going on through my mind. I just didn't know how the video was going to respond. But of course, it got over 30 views within overnight. So it got more views, I think, within a few hours. Excuse me. But it did do well, and that's what matters. But what I can definitely tell you is that this was definitely a video I was looking forward to for a while now. Of course, I did film at the beginning of part of the video. I did give the viewer a heads up that this is the first video, not my second video, because I did actually say that this was not my second video. It was actually my legitimate first video. So, yeah. And then days go by. September 19th happened. I posted my first random vlog. The 20th happened. I filmed Halloween Way Part 1. I think it was the 21st. I think is when I filmed for... I think I posted What I Do on Monday on the 24th. So September 21st is when I posted my first official school vlog. And I was actually planning on doing like a first day of school vlog, but it's like it was already past that date, so I was like, I'm going ahead and do a school vlog for my fourth video. And I'm actually glad I decided to do that, because the video itself responded really well. It's now at like 241 views. So I posted school vlog Case of the Mondays on September 21st. My mom's birthday video on the 22nd. And then I posted my second ever random vlog on the 23rd. And nearing the end of September, I was like busy with videos. I was like scheduling them like crazy. So after the random vlog videos came out, that's when I decided to release a What I Do series. A What I Do series is videos I show you guys what I do during specific days of the week, as well as specific months of the year. So, yeah, I released What I Do on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, then another random vlog Tuesday, Friday. But then Halloween Way Part 2 came out, and then that's when, near that time I filmed that video, was when Hurricane Ian came to Florida. And it was a horrifying storm. I'm not going to lie about that. I can definitely tell you that this was the storm that kind of scared me, but at the same time, I was okay with it. I mean, it's just how it is. So, around that time, I went to Orlando. We actually, before the storm came, we actually were able to do Disney Springs, because I do remember that my mom was planning on doing Disney Springs that week. So, and the cool thing about Disney Springs is that it was not that packed. And we went on a Tuesday. It was not that packed that week. It was really not that packed. It was really nice. It was comforting. It was just amazing. Then it was the second day now in Orlando. It was a bit of a crazy day that day. Hurricane Ian started to come rain on us that day. I do know that it didn't start raining until like the evening. But what I can definitely tell you is that I remember the morning, me and Dad actually went to go get donuts. Dunkin' Donuts was actually nearby us. So we went to go there, get donuts. It was like packed. It was like, well, not that packed, but it was crazy in there. It was really crazy. But we got the donuts, went on with our day. We actually ate at one of, like, a few hours passed, but we actually ate at one of the restaurants on the hotel property. So, and we were at the Rosen Inn International. By the way, not that bad of a hotel. It was okay. Food was alright, but I still enjoyed the few days that we had. But we got back home. And let's just say, Ian definitely got, like, knocked down a few tree branches on my street. I can definitely tell you that. It was crazy. And that's when October began. By the way, I went ahead and checked out how long the majority of my videos are going to be. They're going to be pretty long. This video is going to be at least like 20 minutes tops, maybe 25 minutes tops. But going into October felt absolutely good. I posted what I do on Thursday that day. More videos. The more videos I post, the more I was at least going to gain a few subs. I was still at 3 subscribers at the time, but then one morning I got my 4th. It's been a bit hard for me. Every single time I release a video, it was just a little bit hard for me to do these videos because I have no idea if the video is going to do good or not. And I still question to this day, is the video going to do good? And that's the one thing as a YouTuber, I gotta take risks. I was like really busy in October, filming a lot of videos. I filmed for what I do on Saturday. I filmed for my first official morning vlog that time of the year. And I remember filming for 2 school vlogs and my first ever Busch Gardens video. October was such a good month. I mean, normally I'm not really happy with the 4th quarter of the year, but October, as always, it's just really good to me. October definitely taught me a lot of lessons that year. Definitely getting ready for Halloween for sure. And I did add more lights around that time of the year. So I just go all out for these holidays. That's how I am. That's how Just Casey Studios works. And then Halloween happened. That was the day I was looking forward to the most. I can definitely tell you that I might as well tell you this, but like nearing that time of the year, I was definitely watching Beavis and Butthead Do America so many times. Like around that time of the year, I got into Beavis and Butthead. I was watching Family Guy, The Simpsons. I wasn't really into Bob's Burgers yet, but I mainly liked watching Family Guy from time to time. I was dying of laughter every single time. It was a good show. But Beavis and Butthead just caught my attention mainly because from an episode that Seth MacFarlane did of Family Guy. I was like, how funny is Beavis and Butthead? So I checked them out, and they were really funny. I couldn't hold in my laughter anymore. It was just pure goodness. So, but that's all I can say. But yeah, Halloween in 2022. Sorry if I didn't make any sense to you guys there. But Halloween in 2022 was the greatest Halloween I've ever had in my whole entire life. I really don't want to say much, but I do know that near the end of Halloween, I actually made a cake that day. I made a cake, did the whole entire Halloween video, which by the way is like 30 minutes long, and I was actually able to release the video. I'm actually really glad I was able to release the video on the same night. Halloween was. But Happy Halloween 2022. That's when I first saw a specific movie named Beetlejuice. Yeah, fun fact about Joshua Casey Studios. I have never seen Beetlejuice in my whole entire life until that day. I enjoyed the movie. It was so good. It was so funny. Michael Keaton did a good job playing Beetlejuice. Absolutely amazing. And then November happened. At the beginning of November, I got back into Kickin' It, one of my personal favorite Disney XD shows, which is also a Disney XD show I die of laughter at every single time I watch it. But at the beginning of November is when the very first day of November is when I decorated the hallway orange. Now that hallway, I put a lot of effort into that hall. Definitely something I worked hard on, and it was definitely something I was really proud of. And it was just full orange. I actually enjoyed doing a video for that. Definitely bright though. That's what I can definitely tell you. Then a few days go by. November 5th happened. Of course, I turned 18 that day. Definitely a day I was not looking forward to, but I just went on with my day. Acting it like it was like any other normal day. But like by the moment I woke up that morning, it took me by surprise by what my mom did that day. But I was actually I enjoyed it. I should say I secretly enjoyed it. But going through the day, I mean, I went to Home Depot that day. I went to Walmart. I went to Target. I went to a lot of different stores. I got Krispy Kreme donuts that morning. I got a haircut also that morning. But I was mainly looking forward to dinner that night. That's when I had my first ever ribeye steak, which, by the way, was delicious. A lot of beef, a lot of meat, but I still enjoyed the steak. That steak, I still enjoyed it. It was so good. Days go by now. That's when November 18th happened. My official return to Walt Disney World after 3 years. So it was November 18th, so we decided to do the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, which, by the way, I enjoy doing. It was a crazy night that night. It was crazy. I was mainly just more excited because, of course, it's Walt Disney World, and I just get overly joyed being back at a specific park. And being back at Magic Kingdom after 3 long years really felt good. So we were able to do a lot that night. I rode over a total of 9 rides. I believe I rode the People Mover, I rode Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin, I rode the Tomorrowland Speedway, I rode the Little Mermaid, I got on Peter Pan's Flight, the Haunted Mansion. I know I did. Let me see. What else did I do that night? Oh, the rides were out there. I know I did. Let me see. I can't remember the other rides I did. But I know I did Peter Pan's Flight, and I enjoyed that ride. It was a fun ride. Winnie the Pooh. I did that. What else did I do that night? It was fun. I had a fun time that night. And then Thanksgiving break begun. To be honest, Thanksgiving break 2022 had to be like the greatest of all time, if you were to ask me. I definitely had a bit of a fun time, but then, like, nearing that, like, part of the week, I was not expecting my personal favorite trick shot YouTubers, Dude Perfect, releasing a Thanksgiving stereotypes video around that time. And you have no idea how happy I was when they finally released the Thanksgiving video. So yeah, there was like a lot going on near the end of November, and that's when December happened. So by the moment December hit, that's when I realized that there were 31 days left of the year. A lot happened in December, I can definitely tell you that. I do know that I made my third soup video. I made my third morning vlog video. Also, while I was at the time, like when December happened, I was able to like reflect back on how 2022 was to me. And 2022 had to be like a really important year for me, because I was actually able to do something I'd been wanting to do my whole entire life. Was able to do it for my whole entire, I've been able to do something that I've been wanting to do since 2018, actually. And I'm finally doing it. Doing YouTube has always been a dream of mine, and I have been always wanting to do it. I was like so glad that I got the chance to do it last year. 2022 was definitely a big year for me. It really was. So. And that's where the story ends. Yeah, no offense, but not much happened in December, but I do know that I was able to do a lot. I can definitely tell you that. Sorry if this video is like really long, guys, but this is where we're going to end it off for story time, episode 3. If you guys are new here, do not, I should say, if you guys enjoyed the video, go on ahead and leave a like while you guys are at it. If you guys are new here, do not forget to click that red subscribe button as well. And also, if you guys want to keep you guys updated and posted both upcoming posts, click that notification bell. You can also see my channel icon. You guys go on ahead and click that subscribe button there. And also, if you guys want to see my recent video, click here. You guys are awesome. You guys rock. See you in the next video. Bye, guys.